Deforestation and its causes. A great variety of plants and animals exists on Earth. They are essential for the well-being and survival of mankind. Today, a major threat to the survival of these organisms is deforestation. Deforestation means clearing forests and using that land for other purposes. Deforestation, a patch of forest cleared. Try yourself. The clearing of forests is known as a reforestation. B. Deforestation. C. Desertification. D. Droughts. Explanation. Deforestation refers to the decrease in forest areas across the world that are lost for other uses such as agricultural croplands, urbanization, or mining activities. View solution. Trees in the forest are cut for some of the purposes mentioned below. Procuring land for cultivation, building houses and factories, making furniture or using wood as fuel. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fires and severe droughts. Deforestation causes droughts and forest fires. Consequences of deforestation. Deforestation increases the temperature and pollution level on the earth. It increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Groundwater level also gets lowered. Deforestation disturbs the balance in nature. If the cutting of trees continues, rainfall and the fertility of the soil will decrease. Moreover, there will be increased chances of natural calamities such as floods and droughts. Plants need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Fewer trees would mean that less carbon dioxide will be used up, resulting in its increased amount in the atmosphere. This will lead to global warming as carbon dioxide traps the heat rays reflected by the Earth. The increase in temperature on the Earth disturbs the water cycle and may reduce rainfall. This could cause droughts. Deforestation is a major cause that leads to the change in soil properties. The physical properties of the soil get affected by plantation and vegetation. Fewer trees result in more soil erosion. Removal of the top layer of the soil exposes the lower, hard, and rocky layers. This soil has less humus and is less fertile. Gradually, the fertile land gets converted into deserts. It is called desertification. Desertification. Deforestation also leads to a decrease in the water holding capacity of the soil. The movement of water from the soil surface into the ground, infiltration rate, is reduced. So, there are floods. The other properties of the soil like nutrient content, texture, etc. also change because of deforestation. Try yourself. An increase in the amount of carbon dioxide results in a winter season. B. Rainfall. C. Global warming. D. All of these explanation. The increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere leads to global warming. Global warming is the long-term warming of the planet's overall temperature. View solution. Biosphere reserve. Biosphere reserves are the areas meant for the conservation of biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms generally found in an area. The biosphere reserves help to maintain the biodiversity and culture of that area. A biosphere reserve may also contain other protected areas in it. The Pachmarhi Biosphere Reserve consists of one national park named Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Pachmarhi. Try yourself. The variety of organisms living on the earth is referred to as a biodiversity. B. Food chain. C. Lithosphere. D. Relationship explanation. Biodiversity is all the different kinds of life you'll find in one area, the variety of animals, plants, fungi, and even microorganisms like bacteria that make up our natural world. Each of these species and organisms works together in ecosystems, like an intricate web, to maintain balance and support life. View solution. Flora and fauna. The plants and animals found in a particular area are termed flora and fauna of that area. Examples of flora: sal, teak, mango, jamun, silver ferns, arjun, etc. Examples of fauna: chinkara, blue bull, barking deer, cheetah, leopard, wild dog, wolf, etc. Endemic species. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in a particular area. They are not naturally found anywhere else. A particular type of animal or plant may be endemic to a zone, a state, or a country. Sal and wild mango are two examples of endemic flora. Bison, Indian giant squirrel, and flying squirrel are endemic fauna. The destruction of their habitat, increasing population, and introduction of new species may affect the natural habitat of endemic species and endanger their existence. Try yourself. Those species of plants and animals that are found exclusively in a particular area are termed as A. Significant species B. Exclusive species C. Particular species D. Endemic species explanation. Those species of plants and arid animals which are found exclusively in a particular area are called endemic species. Endemic species are those that live in a limited area, such as a mountain range, lake, or island, among others. For example, kangaroos are originally endemic to Australia. View Solution Wildlife Sanctuaries. These are the protected areas that provide protection and suitable living conditions to wild animals. Sanctuaries are places where killing, poaching, or capturing of animals is strictly prohibited. A sanctuary may be a reserved natural area meant for the preservation and development of threatened, endangered species. For example, there is the Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary for rhinoceros in Assam. National Park. A national park reserve is large and diverse enough to protect the whole set of ecosystems. National parks preserve flora, fauna, landscape, and historic objects of an area. For example, in Satpura National Park, rock shelters and rock paintings are also preserved along with flora and fauna. Comparison of a sanctuary and a national park. Endangered animals. Animals whose numbers are diminishing to a level that they might face extinction are known as endangered animals. Ecosystem. All the living components, such as plants, animals, and microorganisms, and non-living components such as climate, soil, river, deltas, etc., constitute an ecosystem. An ecosystem can be as small as a pond or as big as an ocean or a forest. Ecosystem Red Data Book. This is a source book that keeps a record of all the endangered animals and plants. There are different red data books. Migration. The way human beings move from their hometown to another city in search of livelihood, animals also move from one place to other in search of food. This phenomenon is called migration. Migratory birds fly to faraway areas every year during a particular time because of climatic changes. They fly for laying eggs as the weather in their natural habitat becomes very cold and inhospitable. You will be amazed to know that Siberian cranes travel about 4,000 kilometers from Siberia to India every year in the winter season. Some species of fish and tortoise also migrate thousands of kilometers to lay their eggs. Try yourself. The phenomenon of movement of animals from one place to another is called A. Moving B. Migration C. Traveling D. All of these explanation the movement of an organism or a group of organisms from one area to another at a specific time each year is referred to as migration. For example, birds migrate to move from areas of low or decreasing resources to areas of high or increasing resources. View Solution Recycling Paper. Paper can be recycled 5 to 7 times for use. If each one saves at least one sheet of paper in a day, we can save many trees in a year. We should save and reuse used paper and recycle it. By this, we not only save trees but also save energy and water needed for manufacturing paper. Moreover, the number of harmful chemicals used in the paper making will also be reduced. In India, we have some methods of paper recycling by way of rag pickers and dealers of old and waste items. You may have observed your parents selling old newspapers to the kabadiwala. They sell them to SHO. Beekeepers and paper bag manufacturers. Some of the papers land in paper manufacturing plants for recycling. Reforestation. Reforestation is restocking the destroyed forests by planting new trees. The planted trees should generally be of the same species which were found in that forest. We should plant at least as many trees as we cut. Reforestation can take place naturally also. Planting of trees. If the deforested area is left undisturbed, it reestablishes itself. In natural reforestation, there is no role for human beings. We have already made tremendous damage to our forests. If we have to retain our green wealth for generations, the plantation of more trees is the only option.